friends, welcome to Gurudev Banking Academy. I am Shashidhar. Today we are making this video about a very important recruitment notification which was released by State Bank of India. As you people know, State Bank of India is the largest public sector bank in the country, that is our country India, and we also know that it is one of the top 10 largest public sector bank in the world, right? So it has released a notification for the post of junior associate. Earlier we used to call this post as clerk. Okay, so now let us understand what is there in this particular notification. Along with the notification, let us also understand the duties or the role and responsibilities of a junior associate in a bank. Okay, as well as we will also discuss in brief about the career growth as a junior associate as well as the salary of a junior associate. Okay, so stick to the video. Now, if you join the bank as a junior associate, usually in any of the branch bank, the customers will come in contact with the junior associate. So what you can say is junior associate will be the first point of contact for any customer in the bank. Okay, so you will be dealing with the basic enquiries of the customers. Along with that, you will be dealing with important duties here, like exercising the passing powers of rupees 15,000. Junior associate will be able to give the withdrawal up to rupees 15,000 in the form of cash. He will be responsible, or he will be capable of accepting the deposit up to rupees 15,000 in the form of cash. So at the same time, he will be able to transfer the funds up to rupees 20,000 in the form of NEFT and all. Okay, now coming to the next important duty, which is acknowledgement of inward mail received. Next, coming to receipt of checks, drafts, dividend warrants, pay orders and other negotiable instruments other than bills, and giving acknowledgement in the counterfoil. This is very important duty of a junior associate. Next is issuance of checkbooks, issuance of cash receipts, then issue of ESI stamps. Okay, this is very important. Recounting of currency notes by cash department staff. Here we are discussing few important banking terminologies. Okay, technical terms. You will not be in a position to understand. I understand that. So once you join the bank, then you will automatically understand all these things. So this was this is a small attempt from our side to make you understand what are the roles and responsibilities of a junior associate. Coming to the next is opening as well as closing of all type of accounts. Okay, so junior associate will be opening SB accounts, current accounts, FD accounts, RD accounts as well as loan accounts, and he will be closing the accounts also, but as a maker. What do you mean by maker? See, in banking we have two things, that is maker and checker. So the junior associate will be working as maker. So he will request for some account opening, then the checker, that is an officer, will be authorizing it. Okay, so he will be working as maker. Now coming to the next is opening of collateral accounts. Suppose if loan account is created, some security has to be inserted to that particular loan account, then that is done by a junior associate. Now coming to the next thing, that is pick up checks, bills from the customer's place. Nowadays, as you people know, banks are focusing on what you call this important term, that is doorstep banking. The banks or the branches are visiting the customers. So the junior associate has to visit the customer at his home or her home. So he had to pick up the checks, bills, then delivery of drafts or inter-office instruments at customer's place, accepting of large amount of cash from individual or non-individual customers under doorstep banking has to be done by junior associate. Noting of SI. SI means standing instruction. Every month some amount will be deducted from the account and it will be credited to the given account, right? So ECS facility, then scanning, uploading of signatures, input of BGL transactions. BGL transactions means the bank's internal accounts transactions will be done by the junior associate. Then cash delivery to customers under doorstep banking. Okay, now the last, which is very important, any other duties apart from these duties within the cadre assigned from time to time as per the bank's requirement. Okay, so any other extra role is given by the branch manager, then the junior associate has to perform those duties also. So this is a attempt from our side to make you understand the duties of a junior associate. Now coming to the next important thing, that is important dates which has been given in the notification. See, it is very simple. Online registration including editing, modification of application by the candidate is allowed from 17th November to 7th December. So first you will register, then you will enter all your details, then you will apply for the post. After that, at the last stage, you have to pay the application fee, correct? For that, the last date is again 7th December. So within this date, that is 17th November 2023 to 7th December 2023, you have to, or you can apply and you can pay the fees. Okay, as simple as that. Okay, now coming to the important thing, which is download of preliminary examination call letters. See, for this post, the SBI is conducting examination, recruitment examination in two phases. Okay, first phase is you will be writing preliminary examination. Those people who will be qualifying in preliminary examination, they will be writing the mains examination. So whatever the marks which you obtain in mains will be considered for final merit list. As simple as that. Okay, so once you apply, then in the month of December, what you will do is SBI will release the hall ticket or else call letter for preliminary examination. So the first phase 1 preliminary examination is online objective test, will be held in the month of January. Okay, those people who have qualified in preliminary examination will be able to write the mains examination. So once the preliminary examination is over, result will be announced, and immediately those people who have qualified will be able to download the call letter for mains examination, that is in the month of February. Okay, then such people who have qualified will be able to write the mains examination again in the month of February. Okay, so in January you will be having preliminary examination tentatively, and in February you will be having the mains examination. So this you have to keep in mind. Now what you have to keep in mind is the dates. Then the day examination will be, the preliminary examination will be held in the month of January. The mains examination will be held in the month of February. Correct? So next, pre-examination training. Okay, pre-examination training will be given to very few important people. Okay, those people who belong to scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, OBC, religious minority community candidates will be eligible for pre-examination training. While applying for the examination, there will be one important question: whether you require pre-examination training. So if you mark it as yes, then you will be eligible for the pre-examination training. If you mark it as no, you will not be eligible. So the bank provides this pre-examination training free of cost, as simple as that. Okay, so if you have applied for that pre-examination training, then you can download the call letter for this pre-examination training in the month of December. Okay, and the conduct of that pre-examination training will be held in the month of December itself. Correct? So for further any queries, any updates from SBI, you have to visit the bank's website. Okay, so this is what they have given. Next is the vacancies. Vacancies, how many vacancies are there, and from which state, for which state I can apply. All the doubts you people will be having, right? So let us understand here. Now totally there are 8,283 vacancies. Okay, so suppose if you are from say Uttar Pradesh. Okay, where is that Uttar Pradesh? Uttar Pradesh is here, correct? So you can apply from Lucknow or New Delhi circle, and the medium of examination can be Hindi or Urdu, and by default English, and the vacancies are 1781. If you know Hindi or Urdu, and if you have read any of those subjects in your 10th or 12th, you can apply for that particular state. And if you are from, say, Telangana, and you can apply for Hyderabad circle, here you can write the examination in English, in Telugu or Urdu, and the vacancies are 525. One important condition is there, which I am going to tell you after around 2 to 3 slides. So just stay on now. So totally you select, suppose if you are from, say, Bangalore, that is Karnataka, the local language is Kannada, correct? So the total vacancies are 450, and you can apply for Bangalore circle, and if you are qualified, you will be transferred in that particular state only. You will not be transferred outside the state as a junior associate or associate. Okay, now this is very important. Next is, as you people have seen this notification and see the vacancy list, let us go to the eligibility criteria. The first thing is essential academic qualification. See, it's very simple. Any graduate can apply for this post, as simple as that. So graduation in any discipline from a recognized university or any equivalent qualification recognized as such by the central government, such people are eligible. Those who are in the final year or final semester of their graduation can also apply, but there is one condition. That condition is, if called for interview, they will have to produce proof of passing that graduation examination on or before 31st of December 2023. Suppose assume that I am in the final semester of my graduation and my examination and my result should be announced before 31/12/2023. Then only I can apply for this particular post. Okay, I hope you have understood this. Now this is about academic qualification. Now age limit related to age criteria. A person whose age is not below 20 years and not above 28 years are eligible, correct? So if you are between 20 to 28, you can apply for this particular post. Now the same thing has been given in a very important way. The candidates must have been born not earlier than 2nd of April 1995 and not later than 1st of April 2003. It means the candidate who are born in between these two dates are eligible for applying for the post of junior associate. I hope you people have understood. There should not be any kind of doubt with respect to the age criteria, correct? Now there will be certain people who will be around, say, 29 or 30. Can they apply? Yes, they can also apply, provided if they belong to some categories which are listed here. Example, if you belong to SC or ST category, you can apply till 33. There is a age relaxation of 5 years. If you belong to OBC category, the relaxation given is 3 years. So in this way, this particular thing is taken out of the notification. So you can pause the video and you can note it down. Otherwise, you can get the notification from the SBI website and you can read it completely, and for which category you are eligible, you can apply for that particular category, correct? Now moving to the next, that is the examination structure. How SBI is conducting the examination. As I told you people before only, that SBI is conducting the examination in 3 phases. That is, first phase is preliminary examination, second is mains examination, and the third one is language proficiency test. This is not a phase, this is for some special people. So usually examination is conducted in preliminary phase, that is first phase, and this is second phase. Okay, we will discuss about that language proficiency test in detail afterwards. So focus on preliminary examination. So preliminary examination will be consisting of objective questions, and the examination will be conducted online. Okay, as simple as that. Now in examination, that is preliminary examination, you will be getting 100 questions, okay, from 3 different subjects. So which are those 3 subjects? Let us understand. So those 3 subjects are nothing but English language, okay, you will be getting 30 questions from English, and those you have questions, 30 questions you have to solve in 20 minutes, and the marks allotted for those 30 questions is 30. Each question carries 1 mark. The second subject is numerical ability, correct? So the number of questions will be 35, and you will be writing those 35 questions for 35 marks. Then those questions you have to solve in 20 minutes. Then reasoning ability, you have to solve the reasoning ability questions, 35 questions in 35 minutes, sorry, 35 marks in 20 minutes. So totally you have 60 minutes, okay? And in those 60 minutes, you have to solve how many questions? 100 questions. The person who scores more number of marks in preliminary examination will be having an extra or added advantage, okay? So now understand, you are applying for one particular circle, and the vacancy in that particular circle is 500. So what SBI does is, once the examination, that is preliminary examination, is done, so it usually conducts examination, mains examination, by keeping 10 times of the vacancy for that particular circle. So in your circle, assume that there are 500 vacancies. So first top 5,000 people will be eligible for mains examination. And here one important note point, that is star point, that is you have sectional timing here, and after every 20 minutes you have to go to the next subject, okay? But here there is no sectional cutoff, okay? There is no sectional cutoff, as simple as that, okay? So this is an extra advantage which you have in SBI recruitment, okay, for any kind of post. Now going to the next phase, that is mains phase. So see, what we have written, the preliminary examination, okay? Then assume that we are qualified for preliminary examination. Now we will be eligible for writing mains examination. So in mains examination, again it will be an objective examination conducted online, okay? So in this mains examination, you will be having 4 different sections, okay? So the first section includes general or financial awareness. Financial awareness related to banking sector, related to stock market, related to insurance, you will be getting questions. Then mostly you will be getting current affairs questions, okay? So you have to focus more on current affairs, okay? From this particular section, you will be getting 50 questions for 50 marks, and those questions you have to solve in 35 minutes, okay? It's very easy because you have to read the question. If you know the answer, you will mark it, otherwise you will go to the next question, because here there is no calculation which is required, as simple as that. So this is, if you are good in your general awareness or financial awareness, you can score very good marks in this particular section, okay? And general English, again, you have written examination of general English in preliminary examination, okay? So it will not be that difficult for you. So number of questions will be 40, and those 40 will be for 40 marks. It means each question carries how much? 1 mark. So those 40 questions from English section you will be writing in 35 minutes. Now coming to the third section, that is subject quantitative aptitude. 50 questions will be asked, and for 50 marks, and these 50 questions you have to solve in 45 minutes, okay? Sufficient time is being given. Now coming to the last section. In this last section, you have 2 subjects actually. One is reasoning ability and another is computer aptitude, okay? So both the sections are merged, and it has become one section. From these 4th section, that is reasoning and computer aptitude, you will be getting 50 questions for 60 marks, and those 50 questions you have to solve in 45 minutes, correct? So this is the structure of mains examination. So you will be writing mains examination for 190 questions, okay? Total there will be 190 questions, and maximum marks allotted is 200, and these 190 questions you will be solving in 2 hours 40 minutes. So it means 1 hour, 160 minutes. So there is 160 minutes you have in your examination, and you have to solve 190 questions, correct? So remember one thing, each and every section will be having sectional timing, but there is no sectional cutoff. Usually in banking examination you will be having sectional cutoff and overall cutoff. Here you don't have that. Okay, so you can score very well here if you spend 160 minutes, and if you solve one question for every minute, you will be able to solve 160 questions correctly. And always remember, each question, marks allotted to you in case, so assume that general awareness or financial awareness, the questions are 50 for 50 marks. It means each question carries 1 mark. So if you mark one answer wrongly, 0.25 marks will be deducted for each wrong answer, correct? Or what you can say, 1/4 of marks allotted to that question will be deducted from your total score. So gaining 1 mark is same as losing 0.25 mark. So our answer should be accurate, okay, and your attempt should be more, and you have to score as many marks as possible. Okay, so this is about mains examination. Now we'll go to the important thing, that is medium of examination according to the state applied for. So see, in the first few slides we discussed about the vacancies. In those slides we discussed about the area wise or the circle wise or the state wise vacancies. Okay, so now assume that you are from Andhra Pradesh. Okay, you can write the examination in English or Hindi or Telugu or Urdu. You can choose. You can write the examination in any of these 4 languages. Okay, by default English will be your language. Okay, you can choose for any other language also. Okay, so all the 33 states and union territories languages have been given, or medium of examination is given. If you are from Tamil Nadu, you can write examination in English, Hindi, Tamil. If you are from Telangana, you can write the examination in English, Hindi, Telugu, Urdu. Okay, so if you are from, say, if you are from Karnataka, you can write the examination in English, Hindi and Kannada. Okay, so by default English will be your language. So depending upon your circle or for which state you are applying, you have to choose your medium of examination. If you are comfortable in English, you can write all the subjects in English medium only, correct? Now going to the very important scheme of selection. So assume that you have written prelims and you have qualified, and you have written mains examination, you have qualified. Now what is next? The main important thing is the thing which I said I will be discussing later in the video, that is LPT, that is language proficiency test. What do you mean by that? So here the explanation is given by the SBI. Test of specified opted local language. Say if you have applied for Karnataka circle or Bangalore circle, okay, the local language is Kannada, correct? So if you are from Karnataka, you will be applying for the Karnataka circle. So those who have qualified for selection have to produce 10th or 12th standard marks card or certificate. In that 10th or 12th marks card, you should have that specified opted local language as one of the subject. It means you should have studied that subject in your 10th or 12th marks card. So in that case, there will not be any kind of language proficiency test. If you have not studied that particular subject in your 10th or 12th standard, then you have to give the language proficiency test. Okay, so that is what here they have mentioned. In case of others, it means those who have qualified for the selection but they have not studied that particular local language in their 10th or 12th. So bank will be conducted after provincial selection but before joining. So a test will be conducted by the bank, that is LPT, before joining the bank. So if the candidate fails or doesn't perform well, okay, then his candidature will be cancelled and he will not be given appointment. Okay, so this is very important. If you know the local language, then only you can apply for that particular state, because in SBI Junior Associate, if you join the bank as Junior Associate, you will not be transferred outside the state. Okay, so the local language is very important. Provisional selection, this is again very important. Here Subject to qualifying specified opted local language. This is very important here. Again and again they have specified in the notification, so you should be very careful about it. The marks obtained in the preliminary examination, that is phase 1, will not be added or considered for selection, and they are only for qualifying in nature, and only the aggregate marks obtained in mains examination, that is phase 2, will be considered for the preparation of final merit list. It means, so the marks which you have obtained in preliminary examination will not be considered for final merit list. So whatever the marks you have obtained in mains examination will be considered for final merit list. So this is very important. So it doesn't mean that you should score less in preliminary examination, because the person who scores more number of marks will be eligible for mains. As simple as that. So doesn't matter whether considered or not, your idea or your aim should be to score more in all the examinations, correct? So you keep this thing in your mind. Now coming to the pay scale or emoluments, okay, the pay scale is given here. Okay, starting pay scale is basic pay, that is rupees 17,900. okay, so here they have given one important thing here. The starting basic pay is rupees 19,900. Actually the basic pay is what, 17,900, plus 2 advance increments admissible to graduates. Usually the candidates who are eligible are graduates only, na? So usually, so 19,900 will be the basic pay which you will get as a junior associate. Now total how much salary in hand a person gets if the person joins the bank as junior associate, that we will understand. The total starting emoluments of a clerical cadre employee payable at metros like Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai will be around rupees 37,000 per month, inclusive of DA and other allowances, correct? So usually what you can say, around 35 to 37,000 will be the salary of a junior associate. Now very important thing which I am going to tell you is other facilities will also be given, like see, various perks will be there, provident fund will be there, pension, the person can join NPS new pension scheme or EPS. Okay, so all the other things will be there, privilege leave, all kinds of leaves will be there. Okay, so I will be telling one important thing about salary in the next slide. So the examination fee is how much, correct? That is very important. So for SC, ST and these candidates, the examination fee is 0, that is nil. For general, OBC and EWS, economically weaker section, the examination fee is rupees 750. Okay, so this will not be refunded, okay, at any point of time. So think before while applying. If you are eligible, then only apply. If you are eligible, don't forget to apply. That is very important. Okay, once you apply, feel the examination, how the questions are, how difficult is the SBI junior associate question paper is. Okay, unless and until you write the examination, you will not be in a position to understand it. Okay, next. So before this, let us understand one important thing here. See, 2000 for every 5 years, SBI or the bankers or the people who are working in bank will get a hike. So the last hike was got in the year 2012, I mean 17. Okay, so the next hike should have been happened in the year 2022, but this hike is not yet implemented because there is a discussion happening between Indian Banking Association and the Government of India regarding how much percentage hike should be given, correct? So that negotiation is happening. So today or tomorrow or in few months, that negotiation will come to a settlement and there will be a hike from 2022. So the present approximate salary in hand will be around 37,000, right, for junior associate. Once this hike is implemented, approximately minimum 8,000 to 10,000 hike will be given for even junior associate. So keep this in your mind. Approximately you can expect around 50 to 52,000 for junior associate in banks. Okay, now another very important thing what you have to do is you have to know this, the career growth if you join the bank as junior associate. Okay, so there are two kinds of people. Okay, so the first person who thinks that he should climb the ladder, he should become manager, senior manager and all. So ambitious people. There will be some people who wants to settle down in the same cadre. Okay, so if you are very ambitious and you want to climb the ladder as early as possible, if you join the bank as junior associate, after 5 or 6 years you will be eligible for internal promotion and you can become assistant manager. Here if you write some examination certifications, if you obtain some certification, within 4 years or 3 years you can get the promotion as assistant manager. From assistant manager you can become manager, then you can become senior manager, then you can become chief manager, then you can become the MD, managing director of State Bank of India also. Right, the ladder is like this. This is for such people who want to go to higher positions or higher cadre. If there is there will be some kind of person who will be joining the bank as junior associate and they don't want any extra responsibilities and they want to live the life happily and peacefully, such people can stay in the same cadre, but for them also there will be small promotion kind of a thing. Okay, if a person joins as junior associate, after 5 or 6 years he will become associate, then after 5 years again he'll become what, uh, uh, special associate. Okay, special associate, then he after few years he will become what, chief associate, something like that. So these many cadres are, I mean designations are there with respect to associate cadre only or clerical cadre only. So this is the growth opportunity. Growth is too much, you should be ready to grow. That is the main thing. Okay, in banking sector, if you are ready to grow, there is no limitation for opportunities. Okay, so now finally if you want to apply, where you have to visit? You have to visit the bank's website. So log in to https://bank.sbi, this address, scroll down and click on recruitment of junior associates, customer supports and sales, then download advertisement, read notification advertisement in English or any other language. Then there are some annexures which you have to fill it up. There are some declaration, you have to write it down. Okay, read the notification completely and apply online before 7th December 2023. Don't miss this opportunity, students, because we don't know next year how many vacancies will be released by SBI or any other bank. So whatever the vacancies we have this year, assume that this is the highest number of vacancies which we are getting. We assume that we will not be getting any vacancies or any recruitment notification in the coming years. Okay, so thinking that in mind, if you apply and if you prepare, I am sure that you people can qualify and get a job in SBI as a junior associate. Okay, so this was a small attempt from our side to create awareness about this particular recruitment notification released by SBI. I hope you have understood and you have watched this video completely. Thank you, and we wish you all the very best for your career. Okay, thank you.